What's up guys, today I've got an unboxing of two different stands that you could use for both your iPad and potentially even your laptop if you have one. Now shout out to TwelveSouth for today's video. These are gifts for today, but otherwise you'll be getting my honest opinion as to what I think of both the ParcSlope and the Compass Pro. So let's go ahead and get them unboxed. I think the first one we'll start with is actually going to be the Compass Pro. Now this one is a nice little 3-in-1. So you can actually go ahead and if we slide this out of its packaging for a second, and we pop this out on the side, I believe. There we go. So we've got our little thank you note in there, as well as some stickers with the TwelveSouth logo on. Now this is the Compass Pro. Now it's actually a 3-in-1, so I'm just going to pop that down there for a second, because if we actually take a look underneath this little bit of foam, we actually have a really nice little case there that the Compass Pro can go in. So let's go ahead and move that off to the side. Now taking a look at the actual Compass Pro, it has 3 orientations. So you actually go ahead and you split these two legs out, and then this back leg here has a sort of 3-in-1 to it. So you have its normal leg, such as here. You can also, with a bit of pressure, just pull out the end there, and that will just extend that back leg. And then you can actually flatten that down and then just use the little leg on the back there. So you've got kind of a 3-in-1, and it does obviously fold down so it's nice and compact. Now for drawing, you're probably going to use it in this orientation with the smaller leg on the back there. And then if you pop out the feet here on the bottom of each leg and then pop that down on a table, that would be perfect for drawing. And if we go ahead and pop the iPad actually onto it, that would be, as I mentioned, probably your prime sort of drawing experience. Now if you can get over these two little legs here and the little nib sticking up and sort of draw around them, you've got a really compact drawing sort of easel. And then you can always go ahead and just flip that round onto one of the different little options here, so we can put it out to its tallest option here. And then you can pop your iPad into there. And I would imagine you'd probably use this if you're the type of person that uses your iPad for work purposes, maybe with a keyboard up in front here. So you've got a perfect little stand there for your iPad. So it's a nice little option there. And of course, let's take a look at it, how it compacts down into the case. So we'll just go ahead and we'll just push that leg back in at the bottom, fold it down and push down the little legs. And then we can go ahead and just slide it into its case. Probably ideal for people that go to work or need a stand that they want to take with their iPad, or even school, a nice little stand that you can put on your desk. So there we go, that's a quick look at the Compass Pro. Let's also take a look at the other option that we've got for today, which is also the ParcSlope for the MacBook and iPad. Now this one is probably something you would keep on your desk as a more sort of permanent fixture. So if we go ahead and slide this out of the case, and let's unbox this, we get a little guide there on the top, which we don't really need for today, and then we can pull out the product here. It's actually quite a lot lighter than I was expecting it to be. Let's go ahead and move the box out of the way, and let's put that down there on the table. So on this particular design, you've got a nice metal frame to it, and then you've got these nice little rubber areas both at the top and at the bottom. Now at the bottom there's a nice little sort of raised lip here, which will keep your MacBook or your iPad from slipping off. Now let's go ahead and just grab my iPad and pop it onto here. Now if you don't already know, I use an iPad Pro. This is the 11-inch model, so it's the smaller of the Pros. And you can see it's just big enough that it rests on the top sort of ring area there. And it's actually, if I pop my fingers underneath, I can feel that there's a good amount of sort of coverage underneath, and it won't sort of slip through. But it's not teetering right on the edge there. And as I mentioned, we've got that little lip there, and it's going to stop it from rolling off. Now you can actually use this in a portrait orientation, of course, as well. And if you have a iPad mini, that is the only orientation you'd be able to use this in. If you have an iPad mini, you won't be able to use it in landscape, it'll just simply fall through. It's not big enough to reach up to that little ring there at the top. Now this particular stand will raise your iPad 18 degrees upwards, so it's a much more comfortable experience while you're drawing. And that is exactly why I wanted to bring these two onto the channel today. When you're an artist, such as all of us here in the Procreate space, you want to be comfortable when you're drawing, and you don't want to be craning your neck as you lean over your iPad onto a flat surface. You want something that just brings your iPad a little bit closer to you. It's going to take a lot of stress away from your neck and your back and even your shoulders as well. It's going to be a much more comfortable experience, and that's exactly why I wanted to, as I mentioned, bring them onto the channel and just explain and show all the different types of products you've got out there that can do exactly that. And these two products offer sort of two different variations. You can use this ParcSlope here on your desk as a more permanent feature, or otherwise you could use the Compass Pro if you're going and to and from two different locations. So I'm going to leave links to both the products in the description down below. They will be affiliate links, so if you do purchase them, you will be supporting the channel, and I appreciate you if you do. And again, massive shout out to TwelveSouth for sending these over to me. Links are in the description down below to their website. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.